What up? What up? What up? It's your boy James, aka Ralph's favorite. Now I know you're thinking to yourself, James, why am I not watching the video? Chill. We're gonna get to the video. But before we do that, I want to say on behalf of TBD, we appreciate you for taking the time out to watch this video. And we appreciate you for listening to the podcast. More importantly, we just appreciate you taking the time to be with us, because you could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with us today. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to first like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not, and then hit that notification bell. So that way you're notified when we drop a new video. And remember, it's all TBD. Now let's go ahead and get back to that video.
We had the BET Awards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We want to start there with the BET Awards recap.
Yeah.
All right. So I was thrown off because the BET Awards is normally on a Sunday and it's usually at the end of the month. I was I knew it was on a Monday. Didn't understand why it was so early in the month opposed to so late in the month, but whatever. So I didn't really get a chance to see it live. I had to watch the recaps on YouTube, but I did stay up to date what was going on at the time on Twitter. And I didn't really see any negative reviews of the BET Awards. The only thing I saw was that it was way too long. People was like, I gotta go to bed. What's going on? It's 1:00 in the morning. What y'all doing? James, I saw you were live tweeting during it. So I do want to start with you with your thoughts on the BET Awards.
So let's start with the good. I tuned into the whole BET Awards. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I even tuned into some shit that I don't normally tune into, which is the red carpet shit. I don't really
shit. Oh, you all in.
The red carpet showed me, well, Boston was legal while I'm watching the red carpet, right? So red carpet showed me that yes, you are an ON. These are songs that you know these songs or have heard them. You had no idea who sung these songs. Mm-hmm. All right. No idea. And you knew Mariah Carey had a new song, but then you seen Rakim. They started with Ashanti. They did the 106 in Park. We got to see Free. I don't think any of us cared that AJ wasn't there. Shout out to AJ.
Wait. You're going all over the place. Start with your thoughts on the red carpet.
Mariah the Scientist. Let me start and end there. Okay.
Okay. You ain't even got to say nothing else. Really, you don't.
What I realize, I think like every day now, I am a fan of hers. Not just. Wait a minute.
You don't say.
Hold up. Much like Reggie, I like her personality. Right?
And that's what they call it now.
And I really like her music.
No, right? She don't. No, seriously, she don't. She's so
you've been talking about her, B. Like, we've been having conversations about her. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize that some of the songs that I knew were hers. But Young Thug, we wanted to free this nigga for this. Come on, man.
What you mean when you say this?
What it looked like initially, it looked like just what we thought it was. I don't know if this is what it was, but this is what it looked like. It looked like he was hating. Because it looked like at some point, so he's dragging her. Obviously, they taking pictures. That's what you do on the red carpet. This nigga looking like a fool anyway with the mask on. The fucking, come on, all right.
Raccoon tail tie.
And then he had a big ass duck or a swan, a furry joint as his bag, bro. Like, what? And you got the joint on you. She hot, bubbling. You pulling her. And then, like, at one point, like, she turned to be like, oh, can I? And he flipped him the bird, like, fuck out of here. Hating ass, dark skinned nigga. Go ahead.
For audience clarification, Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist are in a relationship. She was holding him down, waiting for him while he was locked up. And then when he got released, she canceled part of her tour just to lay up with him. So they locked in, and so James was referred to on the red carpet where she was trying to stop and do an interview or take some pictures, and he just dragged her away like, nah, he dead at that. So your thoughts on the show?
The show overall, I thought was great. It literally had me from beginning to the end. The good parts, I think Snoop deserved. I saw he got a lot of flack from some people saying after the Trump shit, you know what I mean? How you gonna still give him, but Snoop, so you give him that. I think Jamie deserved his award. I like the way they did it with Stevie Wonder, Babyface, you know what I'm saying? 106 in Park tribute. I felt like I wanted more, but I still felt like they did a good job overall. Yeah. Right? Now some of the bad shit. And I did tweet, why are we doing the gospel shit after midnight? I think that was super disrespectful to Kirk Franklin. His shit should have been at the beginning, or at least while the church folk was still awake, because they stayed up probably till 10 o'clock. At least some probably, that sip probably was up till 11. You know what I mean? And then Glorilla winning the gospel award. That wasn't on my bingo card.
That was insane.
That
was more disrespectful than Kirk Franklin being on last.
That's why they did it after midnight. You know what I'm saying?
You can't have Glorilla winning the gospel BET award in an assless tuxedo. Like, what we doing?
Right. You know why she won it?
Because she tap danced?
Well, she probably should have gotten the other award.
That's true. Yeah, but it's Doechii and whatever.
Right. And Doechii was going to get a speech. He gave a great speech. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tyler Perry.
Wait, hold on. So you were still talking about your bad.
Oh, the bad shit about it?
Mm-hmm.
My man, Teddy Riley, man, Jamie Foxx, man, how they still got this nigga in the mix? You know what I mean? The boy Braylon and shit with the, the boy that be jigging and shit. He was on the Teddy Riley.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Did we ever think we would see B2K again on stage? More importantly, Omarion and Fizz.
Bros before hoes, of course. Reggie, you get a chance to watch the awards?
Yeah.
See parts of it?
Yeah, I definitely got a chance to see some parts of it. I was really just impressed that we had a lot of our folks, our best talent, attend the awards, and I think that's always. And when I say best talent, I think of like I think too often we get caught up in maybe our best talent and not a collection of our best. And when I say our best, I'm thinking about, Jay-Z, Beyonce, people that are kind of universally like recognized as our best talent. But, there are other tiers and they're up and coming, musicians and people that represent the culture that we shouldn't kind of get caught up in and who doesn't attend. But I think that that's always going to be a part of these award shows is who doesn't attend, because, we see that unfortunately they'll attend some of these other award shows before the BET Awards. Yeah. And I think that it being the 25th BET Award, that it definitely sparked a new interest in me in just following the awards. It's not an award show, and I'm kind of over award shows, period. I just kind of feel like those award shows just don't represent any of the musical genres or the filmmaking community well anyway, especially our people. So I'm more about when you or Jane, somebody in our circle send a song or artist, then letting those folks kind of dictate what I see, what I listen to, and things of that nature. So, but it did reignite just something musically in me. BET Awards is it definitely was a good show. Like James said, I definitely like seeing B2K together. That was kind of cool. Really the last of the boy bands, or the air quote boy bands.
Let me tell you real quick, what was hilarious, and I want y'all thoughts on this. How crazy was it that B2K did a song written by R. Kelly with a Diddy verse in it? Is that like...
I mean, ultimate crazy.
Because they got a bunch of other songs they could have did. You know,
I did not realize that the song was written by R. I knew it had the Diddy verse in it though. Because who did the Diddy verse? Or Mariah or
Fizz did?
Right,
Fizz did right. Yeah.
Who approved of that?
That's wild. That was a little.
There was a lot of fuckery going on with the BET Awards too.
Yeah, but that was a little wild. But go ahead, Reggie. I just wanted to point that out. In a moment, just seeing that, like, whoa.
That was crazy. The tributes were great. I think it's always important to give our best and brightest their flowers. Why they can smell them, why they can recognize them, and I think we do a good job of it.
Reggie,
yes.
Did you like all of the performances for the tributes? Because there was one in particular. As soon as it happened, I was like, nah.
Which one?
You know the one. My wife sent me. Listen, my wife sent me Instagram John like the next day, like, oh, that was bull. I'm like, I don't give a fuck who it was. That shit was when it was. I'll take your cat. Yeah. His John was like, I'll take you good. Shout out to Sammy. But that shit was ass, yo. And I did
he
to myself.
Started off bad. He started off bad.
I didn't turn it off then, but I felt like, because who was first? Was it Lucky Day that went first?
Lucky Day, yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. I felt that they had the easier parts too. And
we're talking about the Quincy Jones tribute. Yes.
I'm like, when whoever they got for the deep voice, I don't know who it's going to be. But when he started, I was like, no.
Yeah.
But all right. Glad Quincy's not here. R.I.P. Quincy.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. But overall, I actually enjoyed it. Like I said, the first time I tuned in a while. So definitely something I'm actually gonna be looking forward to coming back around.
Yeah, no, I thought they did an excellent job. I sent to the group. I feel like they cracked the award show code.
Oh, yeah.
So this is why I say this. I don't feel like the younger generation watches or cares about award shows. And I feel like for years, trying to stay current, that you lose audience by trying to cater to the music that they're listening to, but they don't care about award shows. They don't care. They don't watch it. I can ask my 19-year-old son. He don't care. He probably didn't even know it came on. So I think they cracked the code with you cater to the people who care about award shows. Show us what's nostalgic to us, what we care about, while also giving awards to the artists who made music within the past year. We are including the younger generation because they're the ones making, Ashanti's not winning an award, Maya's not winning an award. The awards are going to Doechii, A-Marie. The awards are going to
Yolas.
Is that okay? Yes. Yolas. Can't forget the Yolas.
Yolas, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Somebody put them Yolas out to me on Twitter. I didn't. But basically, what you're saying is they welcome the streamers.
That too. I didn't forget that they welcome streamers.
That was really cracking the code of marrying the two generations. Because for us, they put on a performance for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that B definitely has something with that, his description of cracking the code. And I'll tell you why. I think that they were really able to capture really 2 generations or multiple generations, and not trying to be so young focused.
Yeah.
And I think that when you think about it, it makes perfect sense because BET was a real thing for us when we grew up. It was a real actual channel.
Yeah.
We really
Yeah.
actually
You watch
tuned in.
videos.
Right, you tuned in. It was really the only place where you could see black people, you could see black music.
Yeah.
You had to go there. There wasn't streaming services. There wasn't all of these other alternative ways to be able to see ourselves and hear our music. You had black people hosting shows. You had black people hosting news shows. Tavis Smiley, like all of that.
Smiley, yeah.
You had all
Bobby
of that kind of
Jones.
mixed up. Absolutely, all of that mixed up. That's something that we're gonna kind of hold near and dear. So the word BET, the word BET actually means something to us. It doesn't mean something to somebody young because I don't even know if there's actually still a real BET. I mean, I know it's a channel, but it's not. It's like any other channel that you would skip when you scrolling. It's just a channel, right? But for us, it was more than just a channel. It was actually our culture wrapped up into that channel. So it makes sense that if you want to kind of capture that, you need to kind of make sure that you are still representing the people that hold that, that nostalgic feeling about BET. But also to Dane's point, when I still had the music, the contemporary music side of it, now I can create the social media part that the young people are going to consume. And now you get the best of both worlds. I get the viewership, but also I get to stay current with the young people and the awards and the performances from the young artists. So definitely cracked the code. They definitely did their thing.
They did their thing. They had Leon Thomas perform. He's a newer artist. Solid album. He won an award too. Solid album. It was just an overall good show. There was some bad parts. It's some questionable parts of the show.
Start with your bad
that we got to address.
Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.